Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund and MoneyMile present your goals, dreams and plans.
Hello and welcome to this special series, Your GDP, or what we call as Your Goal, Dream, Plan. Joining me today is well-known financial planner, Kiran Telang. Thank you very much, Kiran. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Lots of difficult moments people have gone through in the last 1 year. Kiran, these have been very difficult times for people. There have been job cuts, there have been salary cuts. How do you tide through this kind of a crisis financially, especially for those, supposing you had an SIP going and now, you've had a loss of income, you can't continue that SIP. What is your advice to people on how to tide over a crisis of this nature when there is a temporary, stoppage of income, so to speak?
Right. So, we have seen a lot of these cases, especially in areas like, say, doctors whose clinics were shut, dentists and all these kind of people who could not operate for quite a few months. So, they have had a setback in their income. For anyone who has this kind of situation, who's facing this kind of situation, first of all, it is very important to list down what are the critical expenses that will continue despite not having an income for a fixed period. So once you analyze and you figure out what are the critical expenses, you ensure that you shore yourself up for whatever period you feel you might not have an income, say 6 months to a year. And then you figure out amongst whatever you're holding, your investments, what is it that you can cut back or what is it that you can postpone. Like you spoke about SIPs. So SIP has a pause facility. So you can pause your SIPs for a few months till you are back on your feet and you can continue with the investments. Likewise, in insurance policies also, a lot of people have high premium insurance policies. So a lot of these policies allow for a delay in payment of the premium. So that is another way to kind of postpone the immediate expense. After this, this was the simplest, and after this you can probably look at what is it that you can sell and generate some cash. So what we have seen is people have these kind of monies lying around in unclaimed PF accounts, from their earlier jobs, or there could be forgotten investments which were there, small investments which were done a long time back and they just didn't get around to getting it redeemed. So just collect all those kind of things. There'll be several savings accounts where you are not, activating those accounts. I mean, they're just lying dormant and there is money in those accounts. So just collect all these miscellaneous items and it'll amount to something. On the bigger items, I see a lot of people have these investment properties which they were looking to sell, and unfortunately, because of the market conditions, they were not getting the rate that they were demanding. So in such cases, do you really want to wait to make a profit, or would you be okay selling at what rate the market is offering you? So that could be a big money coming in. You could probably pay off your loans, and there could still be some surplus left, which could ease out things for you in the coming months. So these are, I think, a few things which you can immediately look at. A caveat here is that if nothing works out and you're looking, to raise a loan, be very careful about where you're starting your debt from, because credit card is very easy way to get a loan, but it is also the most expensive, and you will probably end up in a debt trap if things don't work out. So look at simpler things. Maybe if you have insurance policies, you can take a loan against that. If you have fixed deposits, you can start a cash credit account and withdraw some cash against that fixed deposit instead of breaking it. So look at these cheaper options instead of going for high cost debt to tide over the temporary situations.
Thank you very much, Kiran Telang, for joining us. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for guiding our viewers through these difficult times, and stay safe, and look forward to speaking to you soon.
Thank you, Vivek. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.